Halley's Comet can be viewed orbiting Earth every 76 years. For the other 75, it retreats to the heart of the Sun, where it hibernates undisturbed.
No, I don't think it is. I think you're wrong.
The fact sphere is always right.
Ah, shut up!
Our atmosphere shows off so many strange and wonderful displays.
But oftentimes, these brilliant phenomena happen so rarely, and in places all over the world.
From cloud formations to sun illuminations, we've covered most of these in the top 30 amazing weather phenomena.
This is the top 30 amazing weather phenomenon. Number 30. Waterspout and snowspout.
Waterspouts look like mini tornadoes made of water, and they are always located below a cloud and above a body of water. While they may seem to suck up liquid from the water they are located above, they're actually made of water droplets formed by condensation. Stronger waterspouts are usually quite dangerous, posing threats to ships, planes, helicopters, and swimmers. It is recommended to keep a considerable distance from these phenomena and to always be on alert through weather reports. An extremely rare occasion is a winter waterspout, also known as a snowspout, which is a waterspout forming under the base of a snow squall. Very little is known about this phenomenon, and only 6 known pictures of this event exist to date, 4 of which were taken in Ontario, Canada.
Number 29. Roll cloud.
Roll clouds can be hundreds of kilometers long and, just as the name suggests, they roll. This is because of cold air rushing out of a downdraft from a storm front, lifting warm air which cools and sometimes forms this type of cloud. Roll clouds have also been seen over coastal areas such as California, the English Channel, Shetland Islands, eastern Russia, and other maritime regions of Australia.
Number 28. Double rainbow.
A rainbow is an optical and meteorological phenomenon that is caused by a reflection of light and water droplets in the Earth's atmosphere, resulting in a spectrum of light appearing in the sky. It takes the form of a multicolored arc. In a double rainbow, a second arc is seen outside the primary arc and has the order of its colors reversed, red facing toward the other one, in both rainbows. The second rainbow is caused by light reflecting twice inside the water droplets.
Number 27. Belt of Venus.
The Belt of Venus is a phenomenon that occurs during dusty evenings. Just before the sunrise or after sunset, part of the atmosphere above the horizon appears slightly off-color, slightly pink or orange. This off-color band between the dark eclipsed sky and the blue sky can be seen in nearly every direction, including that opposite of the sun. The Belt of Venus can be seen from any location with a clear horizon. The Belt of Venus is seen in many panoramic photo shoots and landscape photos.
Number 26. Green flash.
This occurs very briefly before total sunset and after sunrise. It appears as a green flash above the sun that lasts very briefly, generally only a few moments. It is caused by refraction of light in the atmosphere.
Number 25. Mirage.
Mirages occur when light is refracted to produce an image of an object or the sky where it is not. It is most commonly seen on hot surfaces such as pavement or sandy deserts. Objects that attempt to enter the mirage will appear to melt or disappear, but in reality, they don't. A mirage is usually most noticeable on hot sunny days. Usually, it seems to look like a pool. However, when you get close, you realize it actually isn't there. Warm air is less dense than cool air, and the variation between the hot air at the surface of the road and the denser cool air above it creates a gradient in the refractive index of the air.
Number 24. Dust devil.
Dust devils are usually harmless tornadoes that pick up dirt and dust, but can, on rare occasions, grow large enough to pose a threat to both people and property. Dust devils form as a swirling updraft under sunny conditions during fair weather, rarely coming close to the intensity of a regular tornado. Most dust devils are very small and weak, often less than 3 feet in diameter.
Number 23. Fogbow.
There are various different names for fog bows, such as sea dogs, cloud bows, or white rainbows. Like a normal rainbow, a fog bow is created with the diffraction of light through water droplets, but, in the case of fog bows, very small water droplets create the effect.
Number 22. Anticrepuscular rays.
You might describe these sun rays as God rays in a particular formation. They are formed at either sunrise or sunset when the sun casts rays up from the horizon through some well-placed clouds. Although anticrepuscular rays appear to converge onto a point opposite the sun, the convergence is actually an illusion. The rays are in fact almost parallel.
Number 21. Noctilucent clouds.
Noctilucent clouds are atmospherically high clouds that refract light at dusk when the sun has already set, illuminating the sky with no seeming light source. The clouds are seasonal, so they are only seen from mid-May to mid-August. No one's quite sure why they form, and indeed they weren't seen before 1885, and so there is some suggestion that they're linked with man-made climate change.
Number 20. Colored moons.
Due to different atmospheric issues, the moon will occasionally appear tinged with a colour such as blue, orange or red. Excess smoke, dust and eclipses can cause the moon to change colour. That way the amount of reddening will depend on your local pollution levels. Different countries will see different colours.
Number 19. Haboob. Dust storms.
A haboob is a type of intense sandstorm commonly observed in arid regions throughout the world. When this downdraft, or downburst, reaches the ground, dry, loose sand from the desert settings is essentially blown up, creating a wall of sediment preceding the storm cloud. This wall of sand can be up to 100 kilometers wide and several kilometers in elevation. At their strongest, haboob winds can travel at 20 to 30 miles per hour, and they may approach with little to no warning.
Number 18. Lenticular clouds.
Now, these clouds aren't always shaped like alien spaceships from 50 sci-fi movies, but actually sometimes more often rather look like a stack of lens shapes, or even just a particularly long cloud. Lenticular clouds are formed through air moisture that condenses from an updraft that has been interrupted by a mountain or other large formation has come back down. And after this air moisture condenses and forms a cloud, it evaporates again, leaving behind the lens-shaped cloud formation that we see.
Number 17. Mammatus clouds.
These odd-shaped clouds are often associated with a storm front, especially one involving a thunderstorm. It is not, however, completely understood how they form. True to their ominous appearance, mammatus clouds are often harbingers of a coming storm or other extreme weather system. Typically composed primarily of ice, they can extend for hundreds of miles in each direction, and individual formations can remain visibly static for 10 to 15 minutes at a time. While they may appear foreboding, they are merely the messengers before or even after severe weather.
Number 16. Glory.
Glory is an atmospheric optical phenomena. Glories aren't as rare as you might think. In fact, they're quite often seen by passengers as an aircraft moves between clouds and the sun. Only passengers on the side of an aircraft looking away from the sun can see them. If you have a strong light source at your back and you're looking into clouds of fog, then it's possible to see the shadow of the aircraft you're travelling on surrounded by a glory. This optical phenomenon results from diffraction. In this case, the backscattering of light by small droplets of water. The radius of the glory is dependent on the size of the drops. The smaller the drops, the bigger the glory.
Number 15. Sun pillar.
Sun pillars occur when the setting sun reflects off high, icy clouds at different layers. Sun pillars are not actually vertical rays. They are instead the collective glints of millions of ice crystals. Sun pillars are best seen within a few minutes of sunrise or sunset. Initially, they have about the same color and width as the sun, but sun pillars will gradually change their color from orange-white to red-orange.
Number 14. Sun shower.
A sun shower is a phenomenon in which rain falls while the sun is shining. A sun shower is said to be a sign that rain will occur again soon, specifically that it will rain in the next day. Additionally, the phenomena has a wide range of sometimes remarkably similar folkloric names in cultures around the world. Some common themes include trickster animals, the devil, and getting married, although many variations of parts of this theme exist.
Number 13. Sundog.
It is an atmospheric optical phenomenon that creates bright spots of light in the sky, often on a luminous ring or halo on either side of the sun, primarily associated with reflection or refraction of sunlight by small ice crystals making up cirrus or cirrus-stratus clouds. As the sun rises higher, the rays passing through the crystals are increasingly skewed from the horizontal plane. Their angle of deviation increases, and the sundogs move further from the sun. However, they always stay at the same elevation as the sun.
Number 12. Fire whirl.
Extreme heat in the ground gives shape to these whirlwinds of fire, which instigate the air to rise, and the wind that causes the air circling. Fire whirls can be spawned by other natural events, such as earthquakes and thunderstorms, and can be incredibly dangerous. In some cases, spinning well out of the zone of the fire itself. Fire whirls have been known to be nearly a mile high, have wind speeds of over 100 miles per hour, and to last for 20 or more minutes.
Number 11. Two suns.
If the sun is really close to the horizon and there are cirrus clouds in the sky, sometimes another sun or light source can appear, thus giving the impression of another sun appearing together in the sky. Two suns are actually the colour of the bright points of light created by the sun that was deflected by the crystals in high clouds.
Number 10. Sun halo.
Like rainbows, sun halos are formed around the sun due to moisture being refracted from the sun's rays in the upper atmosphere. Sometimes, two or more areas of the circular arc surrounding the sun will be brighter, forming what are called sundogs. Halos can also form around the moon, and occasionally around brighter stars and planets like Venus. The colors of a halo can differ, like a rainbow, depending on how it is dispersed after reflection and refraction.
Number 9. Kelvin-Helmholtz cloud formation.
This formation is very unusual and a bit surreal. They're also rarely observed as they don't retain this shape for very long and they don't occur very often either. These cloud formations come about because of shearing winds up at cloud level. These clouds are often good indicators of atmospheric instability and the presence of turbulence for aircraft. The clouds often form on windy days where there is a difference in densities of the air, such as a temperature inversion.
Number 8. Red rain.
Red rain is caused by dust or sand that has blown into the atmosphere and is carried by the wind to great distances, eventually mixed with rain clouds, and gives color to the rain itself. Red rain in Europe is usually colored by the dust that is carried across the continent from coming Saharan sandstorms.
Number 7. Mesocyclone.
Mesocyclones are cyclonic turning patterns in thunderstorms that often lead to tornadoes, and sometimes spawn dozens of tornadoes in a short amount of time. They are called cyclones because of the rotating storm system. They are caused by a large, long-lasting rotating updrafts that form in strong thunderstorms, though they are not as large as supercells.
Number 6. Supercell thunderstorm.
It's the name given to a continuously rotating updraft deep within a severe thunderstorm that looks downright scary. Supercell thunderstorms are among the most dangerous thunderstorms that occur on the planet, and almost always produce severe weather of one kind or another. The supercell, though, is a factory for many of the most damaging weather types, ranging from large hail to vast wind gusts to numerous lightning strikes to some of the most powerful tornadoes that have ever been recorded.
Number 5. St. Elmo's fire.
This weather phenomenon is a bright blue or violet glow, appearing like fire from a tall, sharply pointed structure such as lightning rods, masts, spires, and chimneys, and on aircraft wings. St. Elmo's fire can also appear on leaves, grass, and even the tips of candle horns. This occurrence was named after St. Elmo, the patron saint of sailors.
Number 4. Fire rainbow.
A fire rainbow, rainbow cloud, or sideways rainbow is an extremely rare phenomenon that occurs only when the sun is high, allowing its light to pass through high-altitude cirrus clouds with a high content of ice crystals.
Number 3. Ball lightning.
This is a very rare phenomena that involves ball-shaped lightning that moves much slower than normal lightning. It has been reported to be as large as 8 feet in diameter and can cause great damage. There are reports of ball lightning destroying whole buildings. Ball lightning has been reported as glowing orbs in the sky and is often sometimes mistaken as a UFO.
Number 2. Red sprites and blue jets.
All refer to a phenomena that occur in the upper atmosphere in the regions around thunderstorms. They appear as cones, glows, and discharges. Now, they were only discovered in the last century because of their placement and very brief lifespan. Red sprites are normally colored a reddish-orange, with hanging tendrils below and arcing branches above. They can also be preceded by a reddish halo, and often occur in clusters. Now, blue jets differ from sprites in that they project from the top of the cumulonimbus clouds above a thunderstorm, typically in a narrow cone, and are usually brighter, and are blue in color.
Number 1. Aurora borealis.
Also known in the southern hemisphere as Aurora australis, the Aurora borealis are charged particles from the sun that have reached Earth's upper atmosphere and have become excited. They're more typically seen closer to the poles and during the equinoxes of the year. The most famous of these beauties are the northern lights.